What up, YouTube? So, some of you may know what this video is going to be about by the comment. Some of you may know what the video is going to be about from my tweet. And some of you may know what this video is going to be about because of my Facebook. First of all, let me just say this. Raise your hand if you thought Sheree was wrong in the fight on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay? Raise your hand if you think Marlo was wrong in the fight of the show Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that, in my opinion, I don't believe that Marlo nor Sheree were correct or accurate in this whole fight, this whole situation. To me, the whole comment that originated this whole debate, this whole video that you're watching, this whole Twitter situation, was a simple comment that I made, and I confess up to it. I'm woman enough to say who I am. I simply stated at the point of where I was watching the show, which when I started tweeting this comment was when I saw Marlo, how she carried herself at brunch, how she looked poised, how she looked glamorous, how she looked classy, just like that. How she handled herself, just period. Nothing to do with the labels that she had on, nothing to do with anything inappropriate she said, because at that time she didn't say anything inappropriate. I stated, yes, bitch. Marlo, give they asses ATL's finest. A true bitch. Okay, again, you all know me. I'm not calling her B-I-T-C-H. I'm not doing anything where I'm being so, black power or women's power, whatever. It was just a comment. So one of my subscribers, one of my followers, tweeted something in the response of, if ATL's finest is a legalized prostitute, I need to move. ATL's finest are upstanding women, not her. This is where a red flag came into my mind, okay? Number one, I hadn't even gotten to the point of the show, and I even mentioned that in one of my tweets. I had not gotten to the point of the show where they were talking about 80-year-old men. People were implying prostitution. People were talking about Sheree's air mattresses. I hadn't even gotten to that point of the show. Mine was simply coming from me knowing Marlo, me seeing her on television exemplify a woman looking beautiful, being confident. That's what I saw, and that's why I tweeted what I tweeted. So when I saw that tweet, no matter what was implied, no matter what was pretty much, or if it looks like a duck, smells like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Outside of all of that, if this woman did not say she slept with a man, look at this thing behind me. If she did not say, hi, my name is Marlo, and I slept with this man for money. If she didn't say that, you probably shouldn't accuse somebody of being a prostitute. That's slander. My debate, the side of my debate came from, if you don't know a person, if you don't know their situation, if you don't know the whole story behind something, you don't know. So you cannot accuse or judge or say anything about a person to the point where you standing so strongly and calling them something. That's not right. And if you do it, okay, cool. You're judging, and that's not cool. And I'm sure you wouldn't want nobody to do it to you. Okay? So when this person made their video, they referred to myself in the beginning of their video in mentioning that I was co-signing Marlo's comments to Sheree. No, boo-boo. Never did I do that, because I hadn't even gotten to that point of what Marlo said to Sheree. The only thing I said yes, bitch, for was, like I just said, because of how she carried herself at that point in what I had saw on the television screen, because I started watching or whatever the case. So I had to catch up. I wasn't watching it at the same time everybody else was, which if you see from my comment, I said, oh, I haven't got to that part yet. So my video, and I wasn't going to say anything, but I need to set the record straight. Because number one, I did not say or co-sign to anything that Marlo said to Sheree. Now, did I laugh? Yeah. Because I know that some of it is true. My thing is that, like I said, you do not know these people. You know what you see on television. And anyone who has worked behind the scenes of a television show or has spoken to anybody that has been on a television show, especially reality television, well, especially any television, it's scripted. So they may tell them, say this, say that, and let's see what happens. Or they may tell Cynthia or somebody, go listen to this conversation and go back and say that. Okay? So yeah, you are hearing her say out of her mouth, I am a dog. But she could be reading from a script. I am a dog. Does that change your mind? Does that make her a dog? Who knows? Who cares? So my point is that you don't know these people. I personally know her. I know she's a good person. Regardless if anybody else knows her as a good person or not, like, that's fine. My only point is that you should not judge people. I understand we all make quick judgments when we first meet somebody off of a first impression. But to sit up here and call somebody a legalized prostitute because she didn't answer whether or not she slept with a man for money, or because she didn't answer if she dated an 80-year-old, or because she didn't answer because she is getting things from men. A lot of times people ask me personal questions, and if I don't want to answer, if it's none of their damn business, I won't answer because it's none of your business. Just because I don't answer doesn't mean that what you said is true. And that's what my point is. You can't assume that kind of things because you're assuming and then you're accusing somebody of something. We all see on YouTube our YouTube personalities, our gurus, our people we see every day. And you see us for this 15 minutes and it's cool. You know us. Like, we're best friends in our head and that's cool. But you all don't know me. You all don't know what I like or dislike or when I get mad, or we don't know that, and that's okay. So my thing is that what you see is not always what you get. So you can't base your strong opinion of being this her off of something that's not even, it may not even be true. It may not even be true at all. You know, we don't sit around and get mad at Denzel Washington after he's played a role in something and be like, you know, that was a role he played. Okay? That was a role he played. Now, granted, in reality television, these responses may be real, but that was a role she's playing. Clearly, she's playing the role right because we're speaking about her now. Now, we can go into depth more about, you know, how black women need to be personified and how we need to come across on television because our little girls are watching. Like, that's a whole nother debate. And I agree with you. Maybe that's not the right way. But we're all watching it. Whoever watches this is grown. We're watching this and we're knowing we're being entertained. Or else, you know, if that's the case, probably stop watching it. Because that's all it is entertainment. The day that you try to take this stuff seriously is the day that you're going to fail. I don't know. Because this is entertainment television. Okay? This is how ratings get up. This is how we start talking about this type of thing. So, like I said on Facebook, like I've said on Twitter, my whole role in this, I don't care who's right, who's wrong, what Marlo said, what Sheree said. I don't give a damn. Whatever's right or wrong. My thing is, don't judge people. Okay? Whether or not it's deductive reasoning or not, you cannot use deductive reasoning and accuse somebody of being something that they may not be. Would you bet your house on her being a prostitute? Seriously. Somebody said, okay, bet. She's a prostitute? Okay, well, will you give me your house if she's not a prostitute? Would you bet your house on it for real? Probably not. And that's probably because you don't have as much information as you need to make that type of decision. Right? Rightfully so. I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. So deductive reasoning, yeah, that sounds good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, she didn't say this, and she did say this, and she didn't say this. Oh, well, this has to mean that she's this. No, it doesn't have to mean that. And that's not fair of you to even judge and say something like that. I'm not throwing judgment around like oh, judgment. Hey, it's in the air. No, but that's judgment. That's you taking from what you hear and say, forming your own opinion, and boom, this is who you are. That's not right. And like I said, I know her. I know her personally, and I don't know if she's a prostitute or not. I don't know. But I wouldn't call her one just because of what I hear on TV. I wouldn't do that. So, weigh in. Follow me on Twitter Go back to the conversation if you want to. It happened a day ago. It happened on Sunday. Go back to the conversation. Let me know your thoughts. Come onto my Facebook fan page. We're talking about it over there now. Let me know your thoughts, okay? But remember, I'm not arguing who was right and who was wrong in this case. Was it entertaining and funny? Absolutely. Especially the... But my thing is, don't judge others based off of what you see on television. Because what you see on television from a reality television show, because I've worked on Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's not all real. It's not all reality. So you getting worked up and accusing people of things, and it may be all fake. So chime in, weigh in, let me know what you think. Young lady, if you're out there and watching, you can chime in as well too. Because maybe it was a misunderstanding, you know, because it's clear that you took my comment out of context. And when you said that I was co-signing Marlo's comments to Sheree, you thought that me saying, yes, bitch, ATL's finest, was when Marlo was going off on Sheree. No, it wasn't at all. At all. So, had to get on here and clear the air. You know that's me. So, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Seriously, this channel is full of a lot of different things. Makeup, hair, beauty, debates, comments, bail, whatever. I don't care. It's my channel. I just talk about whatever. And I really appreciate you guys for listening and watching. So, stay tuned for my videos. And, Miss Lady, hopefully we'll see each other out. Maybe have some coffee or something and we can talk about it again. Or not, because it really has nothing else to talk about. So, talk to you later. Bye.